Welcome to the Stock Car Spectacle. I'm Ian Jortson.
I'm Mike Gamble.
I'm Nick Kinzel.
And we're going to roll in right to the professor for Kinzels Classroom.
Class is back in session. Second episode of the second season of Kinzel's Classroom here on the Stock Car Spectacle. So just a little recap of how things work on this show. We started with an overachiever, underachiever, the Cup Series this past race at Phoenix, and then we're going to figure out who makes the grade. So we're going to start first with the overachiever of the week. I think it has to be the 96 of Daniel Suarez. Finished 21st in this race. Now that might not seem pretty to everybody else, but for Suarez and for Gaunt Bros Racing, this is their best finish on a track that is not a restrictor plate. So kudos to them because Daniel's had a really rough start to the 2020 season. So to see them nearly make their way into the top 20 is going to have some great
Excuse me, Professor.
Yeah, what's up?
Can I give an honorable mention to the 43 of Bubba Wallace?
Yeah.
Being multiple laps down, finishing being running like 34th at one place and coming into a top 20.
Yeah, another top 20 performance for Bubba Wallace. So yeah, those two guys had really good runs. And then for the underachiever of the week, I think it's got to be Denny Hamlin. He finished 20th in this race. Denny, ever since winning the Daytona 500, is just kind of just fell off the charts a little bit.
Yeah.
And Toyota as a whole as well. So, and Denny got really sloppy in this race, got loose, took out Ryan Blaney, almost ruined Keselowski's day. And then last week at Auto Club, when he damn near took out Kyle Larson as well. So Denny is not where Denny should be right now, so that's why I got to give him the underachiever of the week. I don't really see how you guys can disagree there.
No, I can't argue with that. No.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
So now it's time for a little who makes the grade. So 5 drivers, and the first driver out of the 5 is Clint Boyer. He finished 5th in this race. For him, this has got to be a B-plus day for that Stewart-Haas racing team because Clint has just been riding the struggle bus for a while. Mm-hmm. Finally gets that monkey off his shoulder a little bit and starting to run where that 14 car should be running. A solid 5th place for him. His buddy Blake Shelton was in attendance to come see him. So I have to give him a solid B-plus on the day.
I was actually going to go with an A- myself. Again, I think we talk about all the time, he's in Stewart-Haas equipment, which, okay, but you know what? The results really haven't been there. This is as good a grade as they've had in a long, long time now. So if this is an A for that team, or an A- at least, I think we're maybe setting the bar a little too high for them. I think there's still more to prove from that team, and I think they can get there, but this is a really solid start.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I got to agree with you there. A- effort for that team. We've seen him struggle ever since the start of last season. He had a great 2018, but transitioning in 2019 wasn't good. And to see him get a P5 finish at Phoenix, is a great way to start off the season.
And keep that momentum rolling is what that 14 camp needs to do. All right, so for our second driver, we're going to stay in the Stewart-Haas racing camp, and we're going to go with the 41 of Cole Custer. He finished 9th. This was his first career top 10. Coming in at a difficult place at Phoenix, I got to give that team an A- to A+. I wouldn't give him an A+, so I'm going to give him an A-. First career top 10, difficult track at Phoenix. This kid's starting to figure this stuff out.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty fair grade. I would agree with an A- wholeheartedly. A lot of the time he ran in the top 10 during this race and at times looked pretty racy himself. Like you said, Cole's still figuring out the Cup Series. We know the cars are way different from the Xfinity Series cars, and he's looked like one of the better rookies.
Oh, absolutely.
I think John Hunter's kind of showing everybody up at this point, even though the results aren't there given the car he's in, but Cole Custer takes it today.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I got to give Cole Custer a solid A because, that team transitioning from Daniel Suarez to Cole Custer. Cole Custer just coming off a long Xfinity stint. So great for that team to get a top 10 finish.
The first career top 10 at a track like Phoenix.
One of the most difficult tracks out there.
It's impressive.
Pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Driver number 3 on Who Makes the Grade, Austin Dillon in 36. Have yourself an F day, buddy. Have yourself an F start to the year, really. F to a D start to the year.
First driver not to make the grade.
Richard Childress Racing has said that these cars have been running good this year. I'm seeing it out of the 8 car of Tyler Reddick. He's showing like he's going to be the top dog at RCR. So that's got to be making Pop a little mad here because his grandson is just not performing. I know that he had a tire problem. That's why he finished 36 in this race. But he's just not running where I think at this point in his career, of how long he's been with that team and organization, where he should be running. So I'm just disappointed week in, week out with this 3 team. They're just not performing.
I can't argue with you on that one either. That's a failing grade. Once again, just like you said, we're seeing the 8 car become a little more competitive week in and week out, and Tyler Reddick's looking really good along the way. He's made a couple rookie mistakes. A lot of people, including Steve Letarte today, was critical of him, saying maybe that tire going down could have been a rookie pushing the car a little too hard, but I'd rather see that than him being timid.
Right.
I think he's going to figure these cars out, and I think all he's doing along the way is really showing that Austin Dillon may not be the driver that Pop thinks he is.
Yeah, well, the only reason he's going to stay in there because he's the grandson. Unless Richard Chodes is really going to step up and be a man and be like, you're my grandson, love you, buddy. But with all the upcoming talent that we're seeing, how much longer does he stick with them?
Yeah. So, well, that'd be the day. But I got to agree with you guys on a failing grade. That team really just... The 3 team just isn't really anything, you know?
It really hasn't.
They've gotten a few lucky wins, and that's about it. And they're still, I don't think at all this year are going to be a competitive team. I think, Tyler Reddick has way more of a chance than Austin Dillon to get into the playoffs.
Absolutely.
No doubt.
So, the 4th driver on my list is the other Dillon brother. Ty Dillon had a much better day. Finished top 15 in his equipment. I got to give that a solid B+, A- day. Germain Racing doesn't have the best equipment, doesn't have the best funding, so for Ty Dillon to go run up in the top 15, we've seen this at spurts last year where he was capable of running top 15 to maybe up to like 12th place. So
that's right.
This is a good start for this Germain Racing team. I hope for more continued success because I like Ty Dillon.
Yeah, B+ is a solid grade here, I think. Ty continues to do more with less. Here's a guy, again, not in the best equipment, always finds ways to overachieve versus what he has. We saw it last year with 2 stage wins. I think I even mentioned it during the race on Sunday to you guys. Like, you guys see Ty Dillon right now?
There, yeah.
So, yeah, it's really cool to see him doing well. I really think he's probably the better of the 2 Dillon drivers at this point, although Austin does have the 2 wins. But you know what? Ty had another great performance again. I don't think he's done on the year.
No.
Yeah, I got to give Ty a B+ effort from that. Like you guys said, underfunded equipment. He drives the hell out of it. I'm just wondering when the day is. I know Ty Dillon said he wants to stay with Germain, but I wonder when the day is that Pop is going to replace Austin with Ty in that 3 car.
I just don't.
I don't know.
That'd be a cold burn. I don't see it happening. That's what I like about Ty Dillon is he's committed to this Germain Racing team. He doesn't want to go anywhere, so I don't think we'll see that happen.
But that would be something.
That would be some brother rock.
Those would be some really ugly Dillon Childress Christmases.
Yeah, they really would be. So the last driver on Who Makes the Grade is a struggling rookie, the 95 of Christopher Bell. Finished 24th, man. We're hearing a lot about Christopher Bell this season, talking about it on TV, and it's not for good things.
No.
He is really, really struggling. I have to give him a D on the day because he almost took himself out of the race again.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's just really been struggling, and everybody at the beginning of the year was so hot and early to jump on. Oh, Christopher Bell's going to be a superstar, yada, yada, yada. But yeah, see, he still has time to progress. This is his first season. He's only had 4 Cup Series races. But, man, even I didn't think it was going to go as south as it's gone for this 95 team so
absolutely.
far.
I mean, look at his transition from truck to Xfinity. He was a superstar immediately in the Xfinity Series, and now look at this going to the Cup Series.
I know Levine Family Racing doesn't have the best equipment, but look at what Matt Benedetto was able to do in that car last year.
Yeah.
So, Christopher
Absolutely.
Bell, I know he's still got time to progress as the season goes on, but these first 4 races, man,
Yeah.
you want to throw these ones away.
Yeah, D-. I think that's a fair grade at this point. Another thing to kind of piggyback off of that, another guy's got to be looking at this and kind of really feeling good about himself is the 20 of Eric Jones right now.
Yeah.
We came into the year thinking that if Christopher Bell had any kind of a normal to good year, he's probably on the outside looking in at Joe Gibbs Racing. I can't say that I feel that that's what's going on right now.
So
There is
far,
a lot of season left, and I think it'd be really unfair and overly critical to think that this is how Christopher Bell's season's going to go just because of 4 races.
Yeah.
But I don't think anybody saw him struggling this much. None of the other rookies or big 3 have struggled
you look at
mightily as
this.
him.
He was the top dog in the big 3 last year, and now he's the bottom dog going in this year.
Yeah.
Again, something I talked about a little earlier. I would even argue that John Hunter Nemechek is outshining him.
Yeah, I'd
Right
say
now,
so.
so far,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, I got to give them a solid D. It's still only his 4th race, but 24th is not where we would expect Christopher Bell to finish.
Well, it's just not even off
in a
of
race
this
where he
race.
doesn't even have any problems.
It's just not even off of this race. It's just last week struggled. The week
Yeah.
before that he wrecked, had problems, man. I'm sure they're gonna figure it out, and he's gonna make me look dumb on this show at one point. But first 4 races, man, those are ones you want to throw away. But so we have 2 drivers this week that did not make the grade.
Wow.
But
How
to
about
interject
that?
with one real quick point, going back to Christopher Bell, there was a really young, highly touted rookie a couple years back, tore up race car after race car after race car in his rookie year, ended up having a pretty good career. Guys might have heard of him. His name was Jeff Gordon.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe not time to give up too
Yeah.
much on Christopher
Oh
Bell.
no.
Very true, very true.
All right.
All right, so anything else, Professor?
No, I expect to see you boys ready to go for another classroom full of fun next week.
Is there any
All right.
homework?
Yeah.
All right, I like the sound of
I
that.
don't give homework in this class.
He's
You
a
pay
cool
atten-
teacher.
You
Yeah.
pay attention in class, everything's gonna be all right. If
All
you
right.
don't, I'm gonna have to start bringing like a little whippet. Maybe I'll bring like a little ruler in and be like, hey, pay attention. But no, I'm the cool, fun teacher.
Cool, fun teacher with the whip. With
the whip.
Yeah.
When needed.
Jesus.
All right. So thanks for joining us, guys. I'm Ian Jortson.
I'm Mike Gamble.
I'm Nick Kinzel.
Guys, make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram. You can listen to us on Spotify, Anchor.fm. And make sure to look out for future shows this week. And make sure to follow our friends at Ashland Heddens Racing. Our interview is up now. So thanks for watching, guys.